Okay, are you ready for WrestleScreams?
No.
You not ready for the WrestleScreams?
No.
Oh, okay. Good. Good for you. You're not ready for WrestleScream. That's great. Well, we are ready for WrestleScream.
The fuck?
Okay, so just straight off the back, how did you like the show?
I was bored halfway through. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay,
Like,
I am going to say the same thing. I was really fucking bored. There, I'm gonna tell you the truth. There was
uh-huh.
nothing entertaining on this show that made me go, "Oh my God, this is awesome." Like everything on this show was like completely boring. I'm watching it and like I checked out. It was like one match that was like, okay, this is kind of good, and everything else was just like there.
Yeah.
This was like an annoying ass AEW pay-per-view, and I was like, there's no need for this shit to be this annoying. This like the real reason that it made it even worse of an annoyance was the show was over at 12:40. Like if this was on a Sunday, this would ruin my next day and I would just be cursing AEW out for the rest of the fucking month. But this is on a Saturday, so it's like, oh, okay, cool, fine. But this is some annoying shit that they really have to stop. Is like, oh, we're gonna push this all the way past the end of the day to the next day. These 2 day AEW events ain't cutting it for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't need this.
Yeah, it's like it's way too fucking long. And then on top of that, the show was boring as fuck. So that means now I'm bored. Plus, it's way too long. Now I'm going to bitch because it's like I would be fun if like the show was great. Like, oh my god, this show was so amazing. I'm like, yes,
But it
no,
wasn't.
it wasn't. It didn't blow my socks off. And I know somebody out there is like, oh, this match was good. This match was good. Listen, you could think whatever you want. That's your opinion. I have my opinion, and I think this shit was fucking boring. And this is not regular for AEW. This is gonna go down as one of the most boring AEW pay-per-views this year. Like it sucked. It fucking sucked. Like sometimes they come in and they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be a boring pay-per-view." It knocks your socks off. This one I was excited for, bored the shit out of me. I'm not getting excited for a show until the show happens. That's it.
Exactly.
So we're gonna start from the murder match, the I Quit match. What did you think of this I Quit match?
It was one spot there that hurt me, took it too far. So, yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And would you like to elaborate what spot that was?
Fucking Moxley with their skewers or whatever and put him under fucking Darby's nail or whatever. Call me a bitch. My fucking nail hurt after that.
Listen, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion of this match.
It was
This
dog
match,
shit.
yes, this match was complete dog shit. Like this
Yeah.
match was complete dog shit. Like there was nothing in this match that made me go, "Oh my God, they're gonna kill each other." Like the closest it came to they're going to kill each other is when Darby sprayed him with lighter fluid. I'm like, okay, so that means there's a chance he could light him on fire. It never happened. And I was like, oh, well, they're gonna do something good, right? It just kept going. I was like, something really horrible, something bad is gonna happen, right? No. Okay, well, what's the bad thing that's gonna happen? Like, is there anything remotely that's gonna have me go, oh, or cringe a little? Like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Nothing. And I'm watching and I'm waiting. And I'm like, okay, they're gonna do something.
No, I
Like,
could tell you the bad thing that happened. The match itself.
okay, that yes. There was only two things in this match that I love, and it like was the most ridiculous. One was the most ridiculous shit, and the other one was just like, oh yeah, I can't like be mad at this part. The part that was most ridiculous was when Claudio, the Rue, fucking Darby Allin into Tony Schiavone. And the funny part about it is he was going to throw him on two tables, and I knew as soon as he turned around, I knew exactly what he was doing. And then Tony Schiavone was like, Not just way you set up a, and he threw him right at Tony Schiavone,
And
and
then I don't know who said that. I want to say it was Nigel. He's dead.
it was Nigel. He could say he's dead. Like it was funny. Like it wasn't like a scary or crazy spot. Like oh my god, I've never seen anything like that. It just was funny because of Tony's commentary and Nigel. That's the only reason I popped for that. Because other than that, I'd been like, oh okay,
Because that's not the first time that what you call it, Claudio done that shit before. So
exactly. Like that's why it only made it only funny because of Tony and Nigel. And then the other part was Sting. Sting showed up. Old man Sting showed up to save Darby, and Darby won with a sharpshooter onto a broken aquarium with water, just just stuff on the floor that you can't tell that there was glass there if you weren't paying attention. It's just water, and he puts him in the sharpshooter, and Moxley immediately taps.
it's fucked up you called it a sharpshooter.
Yes, I'm calling it a sharpshooter because I'm not giving it the Scorpion Deathlock. I'm giving it the sharpshooter because this was so bone dry of a fucking match that I can't even like the most entertaining thing during this match was fucking Bryce Remsburg, and I hate the shit out of Bryce Remsburg. It was because he was going, oh, no. And it's like, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're the most entertaining thing here because of your stupid ass reactions, but the fucking match was boring.
Yep,
And I'm like, okay, they can outdo Swerve and Hangman. No. They can outdo this match. No. Even the other death matches that they had, no, the death match between Hangman and Moxley earlier this year, still better than this. And it's like,
yep.
well, what they kept saying you're gonna have to kill me to make me quit, and it's like, but nothing happened. Like, it just was dry. It was so disappointed. I was like, that was disappointing. That was very disappointing.
I didn't care for it at all. So
Yeah, I didn't like that. So that was that match. Then we had Joe versus Hangman. And I'm like, okay, this match is gonna slap. And it didn't slap in the first beginning. It did towards the last 2, 3 minutes. It was like, oh, this is good, but it didn't make up for the rest of the time that it was just there.
yep.
And Hangman won. So after the match, since Jay White tweeted last night, he just tweeted, ready? And I'm like, oh, Jay White's back. Jay White's back. So it started the rumblings until Fightful put it out was like, nah, like I heard from sources, it ain't even close to coming back. So I'm like, what why did he say ready? I was like, okay, it gotta be a swerve. I'm thinking it's gotta be a swerve because once Hangman won, I'm like, all right, he's in the ring for too long, stuff is gonna happen. But then Samoa Joe and the ops showed up. I mean, well, Joe was there, but the ops showed up, and I'm like, all right, so now he's not getting jumped by Jay White. So what's going to happen? And then Joe and the ops became the ops of Hangman because they beat the shit out of him.
How crazy is that?
Like I, like I didn't see that coming, and that was the only thing. That was like, oh shit, like that, okay, the ops was the ops.
I only saw it coming because, as you said, it took too fucking long. So
Yeah,
either they were gonna turn heel or something was gonna happen. I was unaware of the Jay White thing, so I wasn't expecting that. But you know,
yeah, no, I was leaning to the Jay White thing, and then like it took too long. There was too many good guys in the ring. I'm like, he's not showing up with a bunch of good guys in the ring. And that I was like, okay, well, that's not happening. And then Joe turned on him. I was like, oh, so Joe's a heel. All right, okay, let's see where this goes.
I love a good Joe Hill turn. I don't know why. Like he goes all demonic and shit.
I mean, it's not demonic. He just goes total badass.
His eyes rolled back in the back of his head and shit. Like his facial expressions. I love all that. I hated the match until like the last 2 minutes, like you said. But the heel turn, it was worth it.
to me, to be honest, like until I see like what this turns into, and like later on, we're gonna get into why this is like completely gonna suck because like something is gonna happen, and it's like, well, this doesn't mean anything. Like it really doesn't mean anything. Like I'm watching this until like it shows me that it means something. This doesn't mean anything to me. It was like a fucking fleeting moment of, oh my God, we have the old Joe back. But now it's like, yeah, but everything that's coming down the pipe doesn't feel like it's like something that I'm excited for. It's like, whatever. Like that's all I can say. It's like once we get to it, I'll be like, all right, this is why I feel this way. But like yeah, right now, it's like, I don't know. It's like the moment happened, and it was like, yeah. Then it was like, oh well, there's follow up, and that doesn't make sense. So all right, whatever. So then we had the tag team title match that was annoying the shit out of me for every other reason except for the match. Like everything else in like around the match, surrounding the match, pissed me off more than the match. Like they were in there doing good. It was Bandito, well, Brodito versus Takeshita and Okada. And the match was good, but it's like the crowd, fucking the announcers, everything around us was pissing me off because the shit that they were saying was fucking annoying. They kept talking about how Takeshita was so great, the IWGP champion, and he did all of this. Meltzer gave this match 5.25 stars. And this is why I bring this up. Because I said on the podcast, that's not what happened. So Meltzer's like, oh, this is a great match. And I see all of these people on Twitter, AEW sickos, going, oh, it was such a great match. It was such a great match. And someone tweeted, the Western fans have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. This is like they're idiotic. And I saw so many people go, oh, this is hatred. Like you're just a WWE mark. You're this, whatever. So the person retweeted the Japanese fucking Japanese like account, full Japanese, and they posted from the Japanese magazine the list of matches from King of Pro Wrestling. And the top three matches were not Takeshita versus Zack Sabre Jr. None of them. It didn't even rank. And so they start saying, "Oh, well, like they're just wrong. They're just wrong." And the Japanese account and other Japanese accounts said, "No, it just sucked. Everything else on the show was good." And then somebody else was like, "Listen, we don't even hate the House of Torture as much as we hate the House of Khan." And they just start like it just was mad accounts that just kept answering, going, we don't fuck with this Takeshita shit. Like he's a good wrestler. We just don't fuck with the AEW side of him. He's not here. He doesn't work for us. Yeah, he's got a contract. He's not here. We don't care. Like
Yeah.
we don't give a shit about him. And he stole our title and ran off to another company. He's like, the fuck are we met? Like, what are we doing here? And it's like, I said this on a podcast. People got up and left, but everyone's like, no, you're just a hater. You're just a hater. And it's like, these are from fucking Japanese accounts saying the same shit. So why the fuck are you on fucking TV talking about how great the match was, how much everybody loves Takeshita, when nobody loves Takeshita? Like I said, they like him as a wrestler. They do not respect him because he works for other companies and just doesn't fuck with New Japan like that. And it's like that is so like that's just so fucking Western fans going, oh no, you're wrong. And it's like, no, from the source says no. And that's what would piss me off about the match. Like these fucking account of not what the fuck is going on, just going, oh no, 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 we're right. And it's like, you're wrong. Shut the fuck up. But the match ended where I actually didn't see this, but I'm so excited for it because I called this before. Fucking Bandito pinned Okada. And I was so happy because I'm like, that means we're getting Bandito versus Okada. And they
Yep.
announced it. We're getting Bandito versus Okada on Wednesday. I'm excited.
I was about to say, like, how excited are you?
Oh, I'm excited because like this is the type of match I want. Like I wanted this, they gave it to me. Good. So I'm gonna go in like I'm not gonna go backwards order. I'm going to go in explanatory order for this match because it makes sense. So we had Chris Statlander versus Tony Storm, which was a good match,
Hmm.
and Chris Statlander beats Tony. So Chris is in the ring, she's celebrating, and then Mercedes comes out. And half of the people that had no idea that this was listed, that Mercedes was going to have an open challenge, they had no idea what the fuck was going on. And when she came out, I was like, okay, she has an open challenge for anybody that has a title. Are they going to pull the trigger and make her fight Chris Statlander right after she fought a match and like have some controversy and then she wins the title? Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, they're going to do all of this. So it's just like a stare down between the two of them. And fucking Chris Statlander walks off and Mercedes like checks her, like, yeah, like, don't get too comfortable with your title. I'm like, okay, this looks like this is going to happen eventually. So then Mercedes' real opponent comes out and is Mina Shirakawa. And Mina Shirakawa has the Ring of Honor Women's Television Championship. And when she came out, I'm like, okay, they could do something cool here because the last time Mina fought Mercedes, it was over. Like Mercedes beat her, it was over. They could give her the win back. It would be fun. Nope. Mercedes has an 11th championship.
Yep.
So here's the thing
Hmm.
that happens. And now we're going to get Chris Statlander versus Mercedes at Full Gear because Mercedes challenged her, and it looks like that's going to happen.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, but here's the funny part. Dude, we're going to get Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm as a tag team.
Yeah.
They're going to be a tag team because they talked about the tag team titles. They talked about the tag team titles. The bracket's going to be on Wednesday. And these two were so defeated because they both lost. They bumped into each other, and it's like, yo, like we have each other. Yeah. And they just hugged each other. And it's like, oh, they're going to be a tag team.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with it because like they've been planting the seeds. Now it's like, okay, they're fully just going for it. I'm like, all right, I'm down with this. Like, they need tag teams because it looks like there's going to be probably about 8 tag teams. So they need tag teams.
Yeah.
And then we had my match of the night, which was Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title. And I was like, oh, they could do something really cool. Once I say they could do something really cool, that means they're not going to do something really cool.
Basically,
And
you fucked it up.
yeah, I was like, they're going to do something really cool. Nah. Uh-uh. And they didn't. And yeah, we just got Kyle Fletcher beating Mark Briscoe, keeping the title. Yeah.
Yippee.
Yeah. So then we had the Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand in a tornado match. And this match was eh, well, it exists. And the Hurt Syndicate wins. And the Hurt Syndicate, after the match, like a lot you not, none of the Hurt Syndicate said this. They said nothing. Tony Schiavone just goes, they won a trios match. They should get a title match. And then Excalibur goes, you know what? I think they should get a title match. I'm like, the fuck? They didn't ask for that. Why did y'all push that? They kept saying that. And then later on in the show, we find out that they're gonna face the ops for the titles. And I'm like, okay, but like it's gonna be an okay match, but I didn't ask for that. Like I didn't ask for that. I don't think they asked for that. What just happened? They just start pushing it, and it's like they're going for the 6 man titles. I'm like, what? Like they're a tag team. Like even in the match, like I lie to you not, even in the match, Excalibur goes, I know that they have their eyes on who wins that Takeshita Okada match later on because they might want to challenge for the tag titles. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense because they're a tag team. And then at the end, they're like, yeah, they should be in line for a trio title match. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. It's like, what? Where did that come from? It was so random. And it's going to happen on Wednesday, the Ops versus the Hurt Syndicate. Like, okay, okay.
If y'all
But
say
like,
so.
Joe just turned heel. And like, if I'm not mistaken, aren't the Hurt Syndicate heels or like, are they face? They're twins? Like, what the fuck are they?
They're faces because people love them.
Okay, but all right, like this doesn't make any sense. Like I see exactly what's going to happen, and it's going to be really stupid because it's going to make them look questionable. Because I see the Hurt Syndicate winning the titles because of Hangman going after Joe. Like he's going to go after Joe, and there's going to be like, oh shit, they lost the titles, but it's going to make the Hurt Syndicate look weak because it's like, hey, we didn't win the titles just straight up on our own. We won it because of the help of Hangman.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, that happened. Then we had Jurassic Express versus the Broke Bucks.
You used it.
I I I despise them. Like I'm never gonna sit here and come on here and say, oh, I like stuff about them. Their gimmick has worn fucking thin for me. This, oh, we're broke, we need money. This shit has run thin for me. Like the shit that they did today made me go, what the fuck is this? Like they put like their bank statement and all of this stuff on the screen. It was like, oh, they only have $13. And I was like, the fuck is this? Like, who the fuck asked for this? This doesn't make it feel like, hey, this is cool. It just was like, what? Like, what is this?
Somebody probably like that shit. Not me,
No,
but somebody.
like there's people who liked it, but like to me it was like, the fuck is this shit? I'm like, they can do so much better. And it's like, what are we doing here?
Like
Like,
maybe it was just me, but I was lost when that first popped up. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's their bank stuff.
no, no, I knew, but I was just like, what the fuck? I just was like, this is so stupid.
Yep.
Like, I, I just was like, well, okay. I was like, sure, okay, sure. That's all I said was like, sure. And they fought Jurassic Express, and they lost to Jurassic Express because it makes sense. Like, it makes fucking sense that they lose.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, all right, they should lose. Cool, that's fine. I'm cool with that. But here's the problem with that. After the match, Jurassic Express was like, "Yeah, we want to be cool to the Young Bucks." I'm like, "Hey, you want some money?" They was like, "No, no, no." And then the Don Callis family just comes out of nowhere and starts beating the shit out of them. Then Kenny comes out to help, and Kenny's like, "Come on, Bucks, let's help." They're like, "No, we're not worthy." And they walk off, and Kenny goes in there and helps. And like the reason this pissed me off like so much more than like it should have pissed me off was because of what the Young Bucks said. Like the Young Bucks said, and then like they had an interview. They was like, yeah, like we might be retiring soon, but you know what? Like we want to get the elite back together. Like it would be really cool if we got back together for like one more time. Just like us as a family, just getting back together. Like even if it's not the whole elite, and it's just like us and Kenny or like us and Hangman, like it would be cool if we get back together. And they said this like 2 days ago, and it's like okay, and it's like right there, and it's like okay, they're gonna do it, right? Nah, fuck you. All right, cool, whatever. Like it was right there. It's like y'all just talked about it. Y'all could do this, and it's like it will work. And it's like, nah, we're good. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, cool.
I'm not trying
It's
to
it,
give it a pass because like
mhm.
it's stupid, but remember AEW and their weird fucking timing with shit. So this is gonna take long if they actually gonna go there.
Okay. I'm like, I know that they're going there with the retirement because Joe said he's retiring next year. Well, not next year when his contract is up. So I'm like, okay, I mean, whatever. Like it just it just bothers me sometimes when they do shit like this because it's like it'd be right there and it just like fucks it up.
Yeah,
So we had Jamie Hayter versus Thekla, and Jamie beat Thekla, and then Queen Aminata came out, and I was like, Queen Aminata is going to turn on her. But then the Triangle of Madness showed up, and they walked off, and it was over. But I thought Aminata was going to turn on her.
that would have been the right move, in my opinion.
Mhm. Yeah. So we had a pre-show match that went into the beginning of the match, and Tony Schiavone kept saying, "This is unprecedented. I never heard anything like this." The bad part is I've heard Dave Meltzer for a year now kept saying, you know what they should do? They should have a pre-show match that leads right into the main show. And like you don't see the finish, but you say you have to subscribe to watch this match. And it's like, okay, this is just a Meltzer thing. Meltzer just booked this. Like that's exactly what it was.
Pretty much.
And and then is FCR versus Speedball and well Jet Speed. And I saw this match play out exactly how I saw it in my mind. I'm like, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. They're gonna grab the foot and one, two, three, that's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what happened. Like there was no difference. It just was like, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Ah ha ha ha, that happened. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was mad. And we
I didn't
had
care for this match at all. So,
me neither. We had Holly Cameron and Willow beating Panoply and Megan Bain. You know, setting up for the tag team stuff.
yep.
And we had Eddie and Hook beat up the fucking frat house. They beat their ass in like 3 seconds. That was over.
Out of all the people that could have put in that shit, they put them. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. And the show started off with the other members of the Death Riders versus the conglomeration and Roderick Strong because they're not a thing altogether. Okay.
I don't
But
get that.
I don't even. And Death Riders got the win, so hey, it's a thing.
Yep.
Now we're going to WWE. And so I want to start off with this Meltzer quote because Meltzer said WWE has been trying to use AI to write storylines. And that's what they're doing. Like, this is a thing that they've been talking about, and they have tried to experiment with it. And one said Bobby Lashley as a Japanese enthusiast, and they're working on this. So everybody's up in arms, like, oh fuck WWE, they're using AI. And I'm like, oh yeah, fuck them, like if they're using AI. And then Corey from bodyslam.net was like, that's false. That's a false story. And then somebody else was like, yeah, I checked around and like there's no truth to that rumor. And it's like, oh, so Meltzer just made it up. And Pete, like somebody like peeped it and was like, you notice like Meltzer just keeps saying a lot of weird shit to say like WWE bad, and it's like none of that shit be true. And it's like, yeah, no, he just wants to put down WWE and raise up AEW. Yeah, we get it. It's the same shit. Like we get it.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's like it's not that deep. Like people are like, oh my god, it's a conspiracy. It's like, no, he's been doing this for years. This isn't new, guys.
He just hates WWE for some reason.
Yeah. So SmackDown opened up with Nick Aldis, and this was weird because Nick Aldis started talking about Seth Rollins and what's going on over there, and he never gave like a clear answer. He's like, yeah, but the person who fought Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, is coming out, and he wants to talk to you guys. It's like, oh, okay. And then he says, Cody, later on in the main event is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, and the winner gets a shot at you. And everybody, I let you down. Everybody online said the same fucking thing at the same fucking time. But Jacob's injured. What the fuck are you doing? And like we all just had the same expression because we know like this wasn't reported by like some random person or like Meltzer. This was reported by bodyslam.net, which and PW Insider. They both reported the same thing. It was like once PW Insider reports it or Bodyslam, it's like a lock, whatever the fuck is going on that's going on. And they both reported, yo, Jacob's fucked up. He's gonna be out for a while. And everybody was fucking confused when Nick Aldis called the match. We was like, what the fuck are they doing? It was very weird.
Yeah. Side note, I gotta point this out. I like Nick Aldis. I hate his music. I think that was the first time I heard his music.
I don't think he has music, but that's shocking.
Yeah, he came out with some music. I don't know if it was the show's music or some background weird background music, but he had music.
No, that was the show's music. That's what I mean. I don't remember him having actual music. That was the show's music.
Oh, okay, because it was weird.
And we had Phoenix taking pictures, and then he gets attacked by the MFTs. And I didn't know where this was going, and I still like haven't kind of an idea, but it's like a stupid idea because the idea isn't real, but it's kind of stupid. And we'll get to it when we get to it, but it's like kind of fucking stupid if this is going how it's going because it feels like the dumbest dumbass thing that they can do. But it's like, okay, WWE would do the dumbass thing that they could do, but they have a non-dumbass thing that they could do, which still be kind of fucked up, but they still have to do it. And I'm like, all right, but we'll get to it when we get to that part. So then we had the Make Charlotte Happy match because she got to wrestle Zoruka and she was happy. And then she even got to interact with Blake Monroe, who was out there sitting in the front row because she has beef with Ruka. And this is what's funny about this because of what Blake said in her interview this week. And it makes it just look like, okay, dude. Because Blake, they asked her, they was like, hey, do you want to go to the main roster or go to NXT? She goes, you know what? I want to go to NXT because it has the most viewers and like it's a bigger audience and I can build my brand. But like going up there wrestling against Charlotte and people like that are like superstars, people don't really know me. She's like, people don't really know me, so I would have to struggle to like get people to pay attention to me. But if I build my brand in NXT, I could go to the main roster eventually and people would look at me as a star. And I'm like, yeah, that
Fucking
makes sense.
genius.
No, that makes sense because like she is a student of the game, so that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
But what blows that out the water is anytime they get a chance to pull her on TV on like the main roster, they do it. They do it for no fucking reason. She was at Evolution for no reason. Like her interacting with Jordan Grace and being in that title match and turning heel, there was no reason for it. It's just that they like there's something about Blake. They're like, there's something about Blake. We need to put her on TV. We need to do this. Every time when it has nothing to do with nothing, and it's like, listen, I understand that you think that you're not a big enough star. It's like, but if they just keep grabbing you and saying, hey, we need you on TV. Hey, can you do this on TV? Hey, can you be on this random match on the pay-per-view? And we're doing this just because we want you on the TV. It's like, yeah, I kind of think that like you made the right choice, but at the same time, they already see you as a star.
They see something exactly.
Yeah. So Charlotte gets the win. She beats Zoruka. And after the match, they didn't show this, but like someone has like the camera on it. So it's all four of them walking back together. And Charlotte has like the biggest smile on her face.
He loved
It's
them
like,
kids.
yes. So then we had a backstage with Jacob Fatu and Cody. But nobody noticed this because no one really pays attention. But in the far, far background is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's just standing there. And it's so like it's done so good that like you see him in like the distance, and then like at one point they do a close-up on Cody and Jacob, and then like they cut back to like that same spot and he's gone. And he's fucking gone. And it's like, oh, that was masterfully done. Because like if you wasn't paying attention to it at that point, you wouldn't have seen Drew in the background. Because like just like that quick split second, he's gone. You're like, I know I saw somebody back there, but it was Drew.
That was
So yeah,
fast.
yeah, it was really good. It was really good, like the little hint, because like what happens later, that's what makes it that's what makes it fun. Because it's like, oh, what happens later? You're like, wait, who did it? And it's like, yeah, that guy that was standing back there. So then we had a Zelina Vega and Aleister Black promo. So what did you think of this? Because I know you had thoughts.
I like him. I like him.
Okay, can you elaborate?
I don't know, you know that I always like these type of gimmicks and whatever. So it's up for Vega from here.
I I don't know why you like these gimmicks. Like I don't get it. You like the dark, spooky stuff?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. I've always have.
Like I don't get it. I don't get like why you like the dark, spooky stuff because like it's just it's weird like it's very weird to me that you're like, oh, I like the dark, spooky stuff, but like it's just weird.
Okay.
Like I don't know why. It's just weird because it's like it's just an aesthetic. Like it's not really dark and spooky. It's just an aesthetic. I don't get it,
It gives Selena something to do and whatever, because what she was doing currently wasn't it.
dude. That's the thing. What she was doing was her. Like she's a cosplayer. She loves doing it. That's why I'm so like weirded out by this. It's like she loves cosplay. She loves gaming. She loves just being like weird and funny. And it's like that's her. That's who Zelina Vega is. But Aleister Black is like he's like the dark, wicked aesthetics guy, but he's just like a regular dude at home. But
Yeah.
he's like the dark kind of like this is his vibe. So it's kind of weird to see them match together because it's like they're two completely different humans. Like when you know them, and it's like, so why can't they just be like themselves normally instead of like kind of changing her into what he is?
Because fans didn't like that. Straight up.
Okay, like
It's
I
it's
the
less to
thing
do
is,
with me than like the fans, because I liked her the way she was too. She cool people.
yeah,
Mhm.
I liked it. It's just that they didn't know what to do with her, and it's not now they're gonna change her, and it's like I give you 3 weeks, and then you'll be like, I have no idea what to do with her. So that's why it bothers me. It's like I don't get it. It's like you could have just like rolled with the you could have rolled with her being a cosplay gamer person and like you could have built on top of that like hey we could bring other cosplayers or streamers or like we could bring this we could do this and like build out that whole brand but you're like nah we're gonna turn you spooky it's like okay that all right cool I guess
I mean, that's a trope with WWE. Like when they see something not working well, they cut it off. So
sometimes I commend them for that but like this was one time I'm like I don't know so then we get Sami Zayn. And but we're talking to Miz and Nick Aldis. So Miz is back there and he's talking to Nick, and then Sammy comes up like, "Yo, I want to face Shinsuke Nakamura because he deserves a title match." And Nick Aldis is like, "He's in Japan." So Sammy was like, "Yo, even though he's not here, I'm gonna have an open challenge." So Nick Aldis goes to talk to Miz, and Miz is like, "You know what? Never mind. I'll go move on." So with Nakamura being in Japan, that raises a lot of fun questions for a lot of people. And that also goes to something that I said earlier. So Nakamura was there and they're doing a house show in Japan, and everybody does this whole big tribute to AJ Styles, bring him out, and they pick him up, and it's like, because AJ's going out, AJ's leaving soon, so everybody's cool. So
yeah,
then Nakamura puts out this strange ass tweets that had not only just like the regular WWE fans, but other fans going, okay, this doesn't seem right. There's a lot more to like what he said. So he goes, yeah, he was like, yo, congratulations to AJ. He was like, yo, I know you finishing up your career, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you know, my time is coming soon. So right there, everybody was like, oh shit, he's gonna be retiring soon. And then he goes into like how much like Japan is cool, and he was like, Japan, like, I'll see you again soon. And when he said like when he put that last part there, it was like, okay, everybody was like, oh man, he's gonna retire soon. But that last part had like a lot of people going, what do you mean you retire? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you'll see Japan soon? Like, what's happening?
People skipped
Like,
over that.
yeah, and then like not only that was like when he did like his ending thing, he did he normally does like his yow, his thing. That's his thing.
Yeah.
But then he did the Tanahashi thing, the Aishimas, which is I love you. He did that, and everybody was like, huh. And you're talking about coming back to Japan. Huh. Like we all just like was like, this is too weird and coincidental. And then Tanahashi tweeted something was like something, there's a chance. And everybody was like, okay, this is like this all of this is lining up too perfectly. And everybody's like, we don't want to get our hearts broken, but we're like, there's a chance that this could happen. There's a small chance, but we're all just sitting there going, okay, we need to figure out if this can happen. Like if this can happen, if WWE gives the stamp and okay, yeah, like we may be in for like a huge shock. But I don't know. Like I'm not gonna get too hyped for it. I'm just gonna be like, all right, whatever. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna see. But hopefully, like I've saw some pushbacks and people going, no, nah, I don't want to see that because that means WWE be in line with New Japan. And I was like, trust me, like it'll be better than what we have. And they exact said the exact same thing was like, yeah, I don't want what we have with AEW anyway, but I also don't want them to work with WWE. I'm like, granted, like that's granted, but like I just want to see this Nakamura match. That's all. Like that's all. Like they could never work with WWE ever again. I just want to see the Nakamura just one last time. That's it.
Yeah.
So that was that. Then we had Sammy come out, and Miz comes out, and they just do the same exact thing from last week when Mello comes out and beat the shit out of Miz.
Kind of saw that coming.
Yes. So did you see the person that Sammy was going to face coming?
Hell no.
Okay,
I,
so
I can't even lie about that.
so I knew about this early in the day. Like I mean early in the day, like early.
Here's the
And
funny
I
part.
found out,
You
like
say
I
you
found
you know about it earlier in the day, but I swear you mentioned it in the podcast before.
no, I did, but this was like a full confirmation early in the day. Like I
Okay.
got the confirmation, and when I heard it, I was like, huh. I was like, huh. Uh, well, then they should do the thing. And nobody knew how Ilya Dragunov looked. Nobody knew about the tattoo. Nobody knew him getting bigger. No one knew. Like they were shocked, but at the same time, like the people that knew, like we all were waiting for bated breath. It was like, all right, are they really like they're really gonna put him in the match? And we just all kept saying the same thing. If he's in the match, he has to win. Like it makes sense. Like it makes sense. Like you can't just throw him in this match and let him lose. Like he has to win.
Yep.
And they did it. They did the thing. Ilya Dragunov is the U.S. champion. This is his first title on the main roster.
Didn't see that coming. Like I thought there was gonna be some fuckery and like both men stay strong, you know?
Yes. But I was like so glad. But here's the thing. And I hope they don't fuck this up. I hope they keep doing the U.S. Open challenges with Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
Like it would be the easiest. It'd be the easiest lock. You don't have to put him in a story. You just give him just throw matches out there. Just let him have a match. Just let him have a match. Just pick somebody, throw him against Ilya. That's fine.
No,
And
no, that works.
yeah, so Solo came out and he kind of distracted Sammy for a second. He didn't get involved because I thought that's what was going to happen, but he didn't get involved. Sammy lost the title, and then after the match, the MFTs beat down Sammy and Ilya Dragunov. And so then Phoenix comes out. So it's Phoenix, Nakamura, Dragunov, and Sammy. This is beat down by the MFTs. So to me, I'm like, okay, okay, they're not gonna fuck this up because this is what I mean by fuck this up. That could be our War Games match.
Okay.
No, no, okay. That I do not want that as a War Games match because that is like the dumbest fumble that you can ever do because it's like, oh, we have to have a War Games match. How about this? This would work, and it's like, no, that's the dumbest fumble because right after that, the Wyatts show up, and it's like, it's right there. Wyatts versus MFTs, War Games. Sammy could be on the Wyatts team because they need five. And it's like, it's right there. Let it happen because Sammy it hates Solo. He wants to get rid of Solo. Put Sammy on the team because Sammy hasn't been a Wyatt before. And it's like, yeah, let this go. Let this happen.
I didn't remember that. Oh shit.
Like just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's fine. It's fine. Just let it happen. Just like if they fuck it up and throw everybody like, hey, we're gonna have Phoenix and Dragunov and Nakamura in this one, and it's like, yes, they got beat up by the MFTs, but that shit is dumb. That's fucking dumb.
No,
It's
you're right. I'd rather see the Wyatts.
yeah. So then they had Tiffany talking, and she bumps into Kiana James. And this is kind of intriguing because I feel like if they go this way, it would be fun, but also you can't go this way without doing this because now Kiana James is like, yo, you suck. That's why I offered Stephanie a contract, not you, because you suck. And so she basically says, my client is better than you, whatever, whatever. So Tiffany's like, you know what? Fuck you. Next week, me and you have a match. And so I'm like, okay, they're building for Julia versus Tiffany. And they're talking about how Tiffany's been undefeated this year and she lost like the one time to Stephanie. And I'm like, okay, if you're doing US title versus world title, like Julia has to win. Seriously.
Yeah.
So then they had Motor City Machine Guns talking about how they've been here for a year. And because they've been here for a year, they're going to take on the Garzas because they fought the Garzas when they first came in and they have nothing for them to do. So they said, hey, we're going to let you fight the Garzas. And that was them versus the Garzas. I honestly feel bad for Motor City Machine Guns. And it's like they haven't really done nothing. They won the tag titles the first week here, and it's like, yeah, that's really cool. You didn't do anything. Like you had a SummerSlam match that was really cool, but they didn't really do anything with you. And you guys being here for a year, it's like, oh, okay, cool. You guys were here for a year. All right.
Then what? You know?
Yeah. And they won. And then after that, you have Fraxium talking shit. And then DIY shows up and it's like, okay, we have a bunch of tag teams. They're just doing the tag team bullshit again. Now we're just gonna have fuck around tag team bullshit again. And it's like, can we not? Can we just like pick something for them to do and go, all right, we're gonna give them a storyline and the tag teams have a storyline and we just move on from there? Please?
No.
I see that. So then Jacob Fatu gets injured and he has blood on the ground and it looks like teeth. And I'm like, damn, they really went there with this because like it's teeth and blood on the ground. I'm like, they really went there. Like, okay, okay. And so they say he can't wrestle in a match. Drew comes out, Drew's talking shit, and Nick Aldis is like, yo, you can't do this. And Cody comes out and Cody goes like, Drew, you're a bitch. He's like, you wanted this match? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it right now. Me and you for the title. And Nick Aldis goes, you know what? Fuck it. And Cody goes down there and just starts beating the shit out of Drew in a suit. They just start fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. Then they finally get in the ring and the bell rings. And they're like, this is a WWE title match. Drew versus Cody randomly on SmackDown. And I'm
I was
like,
like, bitch, what?
dude, I was like that too. And I was like, you know what? Just fucking do it. I was like, just do it. I was like, just do it. Like, this is the like it was the most randomest shit. And I'm like, you can just do this. You can let Drew win this title, and it would shock the whole entire wrestling world. Everyone would be like, oh my God, this happened. It's like, you can do this. And what did they do to get out of this? Drew got hit with the fucking title, and now we have to go to Saturday night's main event with Cody versus Drew in some kind of stipulation match.
Meh.
I I just want they could have just put the title on him. It would have been fun. Like now, this is what I see happening. It's going to be Cody versus Drew at Saturday night's main event, and Cody's going to get the win, and then he's going to get RKO'd. We're setting up Cody versus Randy at Survivor Series.
Okay.
But it's like you could have put the title on Drew. Like you could have put the title on Drew right there, and then at Saturday night's main event, you could have switched it back, and then you could have got Randy catching Cody. But if that happens, I'm kind of betting that Randy is going to win at Survivor Series, and he's going to be the new champ.
Yeah.
Because that would make sense. Randy have his 15 for 16 for whatever. They'd be like, okay, that's kind of cool.
15th, I do believe.
Okay, 15. Yeah, he,
Yeah.
he gets his 15th title and just like, okay, he he's going out with another title win. All right, cool. Because I know Randy's like career is coming short soon.
God damn it. Everybody's fucking career is over.
Yeah, like it's Nakamura talking about he's gone. Joe, AJ Styles, John Cena, Tanahashi, Randy, the Young Bucks. It's like I'm just like, all right, well, just everybody just goes. Like, it's fine. I don't care. You
Right?
can all go.
Shit.
Y'all can all leave me. I don't care. Like, screw you guys. But
Bitches.
yeah, yeah, screw you. But yeah, that's pretty much the show. You got any last words? I mean words, not words.
I don't know about you, but I'm not retiring anytime soon. You're welcome.